In an ideal world, well, in a truly ideal world, you can create anything you want for the sake of creating itself and not have to worry about money at all. That's a purely ideal world. In a secondary ideal world, you have the ability to earn enough through ads alone when you're making videos, and you don't have to do any sponsorships, you don't have to sell anything, or you don't have to have exclusive members who pay for you on a monthly basis or a one-time payment, nothing like that. You can just make videos, turn on ads, and that is enough income. Wouldn't that be great if that was the reality for so many people? Well, I don't know if you know Matt D'Avella, this big YouTuber, but he talks about this very issue in his latest video that came out a day ago. And let me just show you a little bit of that clip.
When it comes to turning a profit in the self-help world, it usually starts with sponsorships. I've come to see sponsorships as a sort of necessary annoyance in modern content creation. As someone who started out with an ad-free model, I didn't do a single sponsorship until I had nearly 100 million views on YouTube. And I can tell you from experience that the fan-funded approach isn't a very effective way to monetize your creative work. Others, like Tim Ferriss, have discovered similar results. People just don't want to donate to every creator they follow, and they're perfectly happy to sit through ads in return for content. So my argument isn't that sponsorships are bad, which might be obvious since I included one in this video. My argument is that creators have to be very careful about the brands they choose to endorse, especially when they're trusted voices in areas like finance, health, and wellness.
So this article that, let me find that again, just give me one sec. Why I'm stopping the fan-supported podcast experiment. I read that article because Matt D'Avella posted this title. So I looked it up, and it looks like, which is the case for me too, people don't mind sitting through ads, and people actually don't even mind sponsorship videos as much. I actually hate sponsored videos, and I just always skip them. But there are people who don't mind sponsorship videos, especially if it's a product that they might be interested in, which rarely ever happens for me. But yeah, it never really happens for me. I don't think it's happened where I saw a sponsored segment, I'm like, oh, I actually want that. That hasn't happened to me, but it happens to other people, I guess. So people who watch Tim Ferriss, or people who or listen to his podcast, or watch Matt D'Avella, if they like what the sponsors are selling, then they don't mind that one bit, or even just skipping the sponsor segment if they are not interested. So yeah, it's sad that both Tim and Matt, who are people with big followings, they have both found out that purely fan-supported model of earning income was not enough for them as a creator. And to get into a bit more detail, I can show you this comment that Matt left in another video, The Psychology of How Brands Influence You. When I first got started on YouTube, I tried to keep things 100% ad-free. I got my first 100 million views without running ads or doing any sponsorships. Instead, I launched a Patreon to fund my work directly through subscribers. The reality? I kept the moral high ground, yay, but I found it really hard to make a sustainable income without advertising. I got burnt out and found it hard to invest back into my videos, so I eventually made the call to take a 50% ad revenue instead of Google letting it keep it all, since Google puts ads on videos anyways. And I also started working with brands that made products and services that I use and get value from. Regardless of what you make videos about, this is the reality of being a content creator today. So I really don't like sponsorship segments. I really don't want to do sponsorship segments in my videos ever. That would be like the last resort if I were to. Oh God, I hate selling something that, whether it's selling another company's thing or whether it's selling you know, my own products. Like, I don't want to be selling you stuff. I just want to create and have people enjoy my creations. But yeah, I guess being a salesman is kind of a middle ground for a lot of content creators who are trying to earn a full-time living. I mean, well, unless you're a big creator and you get tons and tons of ad revenue, which, by the way, just to give you a bit of insight, I have a friend who got a video that got over 1 million views, and it was a 15-minute video or something like that, because video length matters. If it's a short video, it really gets very, very little ad revenue. And for a 10 to 15-minute video, which is a decent length, and 1 million views on that video, he earned maybe about 4,000 Canadian dollars, which sounds like a lot, right? Except just try and get 1 million view video every single time, because that's extremely difficult. You know, getting 1 million view video can pay off rent for, you know, maybe a couple months, but in the end, it's not enough if sustainable if your next video gets like 11,000 views. So yeah, that's the sad reality of being a content creator that relies on mostly AdSense, although my friend also has Patreon and gets some money through Patreon as well. So having just a few people that are paying me monthly through Buy Me a Coffee and YouTube memberships, I am trying to step up my game of providing exclusive content to those who are supporting me monthly. And so I was working on that today. Posted a video and changed the video that you see when you click the join button on my channel, which is explaining the whole reasoning behind why I added the join button. And yeah, it's something that I wish I didn't have to do, and I would just want to make no private or tier-based membership exclusive videos. I would, in an ideal world, just create public videos that everyone can access and have zero advertising, or at least zero sponsors, and just a few ads here and there sprinkled throughout, and that would be enough. And who knows, maybe I will reach that goal eventually, but it could take years or decades to get to that level of earning enough through AdSense alone. So until then, I guess I am going to keep making exclusive videos for those who support me financially. So yeah, not an ideal world, but what can you do? You gotta deal with the cards that you're dealt with. So yeah, I'm hopefully not going to do any sponsorships. I would hate to do sponsorships because I also heard it's a pain in the ass. You have to go back and forth with the sponsors, make sure you included everything that they want you to say, and like to go back and forth, and it's like 50% more work than if a video takes 100% of effort to make, then it's 200% effort to make a sponsored video. That doesn't sound like anything that I would want to do, but who knows? Maybe my mind will change eventually, like Matt Diavella, who eventually caved and started doing sponsorships, even though he was totally against it at the beginning. I would hate to have to resort to that, but oh well, who knows? I guess we'll see in the coming years. But all right, so until then, I will keep making these and just exclusive videos here and there. All right, 1% better every day, baby.